Thomas Markle is lying in a hospital bed in the Philippines, his left leg amputated below the knee, making what could be his final plea to his daughter. "I don't want to die estranged," he said, desperately hoping to see Meghan one more time. But here's where things get messy. Meghan's team claims she reached out to her father during this critical time, but Thomas says he never heard a single word from her. Subscribe to Royal Family Daily for the full story. On December 3rd, Thomas was rushed into emergency surgery. A massive blood clot in his thigh had cut off circulation to his lower leg, turning it black. Doctors had no choice but to amputate. The surgeon didn't mince words, calling it life or death surgery. If the infection had spread to his heart, Thomas would likely be dead. He's currently in intensive care in Cebu, and doctors say the next 48 to 72 hours are absolutely critical. At 80 years old and desperately ill, he's fighting for his life. 2 days after the surgery, on December 5th, Meghan's spokesperson made a surprising announcement. The Duchess had reached out to her estranged father. It seemed like a compassionate gesture during a medical crisis, but Thomas was completely blindsided by this claim. He told reporters he was confused because he hadn't received any calls, texts, or voicemails. And here's the thing, he's kept the same phone number for years specifically, so Meghan could always contact him if she wanted to. Like this video if you think something doesn't add up. The next day, Meghan's team clarified their statement. They said she'd sent an email and that it appeared to have been delivered and did not bounce back. But there's a major problem with that explanation. The email was reportedly sent to an address Thomas hasn't used in at least 5 years. Family members went even further, saying Thomas never uses email at all. He's an 80-year-old man recovering from major surgery, not exactly checking his inbox. Meanwhile, the hospital confirmed something telling. Staff across every department, from administration to reception to intensive care, all said the same thing. Nobody from Meghan's team had called or reached out in any way. A hospital source was pretty direct about it. Mr. Markle is a VIP patient. Of course, we all know who he is. If Meghan or anyone connected with her had called here, we would have known. They checked with everyone. Administration, reception, the ICU nurses, his attending doctors, zero contact, nothing. And yet, Meghan's representatives were reportedly seeking updated contact information for Thomas, which raises the question, if she genuinely wanted to reach him, why not call the hospital directly? Comment below what you think really happened here. From his hospital bed, Thomas made an emotional appeal that's hard to ignore. He doesn't just want to reconcile with Meghan. He wants to meet his grandchildren, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet, and her husband, Prince Harry. "I don't want to die estranged," he repeated, asking to see his daughter one more time before it's too late. He's kept his phone number unchanged all these years, a lifeline he hoped Meghan would use. Now, facing months of rehabilitation and learning to walk again with a prosthetic leg, he's still holding out hope. But he's also questioning the timing of this supposed outreach. Thomas's other daughter, Samantha Markle, didn't hold back. She called the entire situation PR bullshit and accused Meghan of pulling a publicity stunt. On social media, she demanded that if Meghan and Harry truly cared, they should put Thomas on a private jet and get him to a top hospital in the United States. She even posted an AI-generated image mocking Meghan with the caption, "Fake as ever." Samantha's frustration is rooted in years of watching her father ignored. She pointed out that Meghan stayed silent through Thomas's heart attacks, his strokes, and even when he was caught in an earthquake. Now, during his most vulnerable moment, the response is an email to an old address nobody uses. Make sure you're subscribed to Royal Family Daily because we cover everything the mainstream media won't. The timing of all this makes it even more complicated. The same week, Thomas was fighting for his life in a Filipino hospital. Meghan's Netflix Christmas special, With Love, Meghan, premiered. The show is all about family traditions, togetherness, and unity. It's wrapped in themes of love and connection, which makes the contrast impossible to ignore. Thomas actually moved to the Philippines earlier this year, trying to escape what he called the constant pain of seeing Meghan and Harry in the news. The estrangement between them goes back 6 years to 2018, when Thomas was caught staging paparazzi photos right before the royal wedding. He later suffered 2 heart attacks and couldn't walk Meghan down the aisle. King Charles stepped in, and Thomas later called that gesture incredibly kind. Thomas is stable for now, and doctors say he might be moved out of intensive care soon. But he's facing months of recovery, learning to use a prosthetic leg, and dealing with the reality that he may never meet his grandchildren. The big question hanging over all of this: did Meghan genuinely try to contact her father, or was this a calculated move to manage public perception? Thomas kept his number the same, hoping for a call that never came. Hospital staff confirm no contact was made, and an email to an address he doesn't use feels more like a paper trail than a real attempt at reconciliation. He's still hoping to see his daughter one more time, but after years of silence and now this confusing claim, it's hard to know if that will ever happen. Drop a comment with your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe to Royal Family Daily for more updates on this developing story.